Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is part 19 of my Dragon Age Inquisition run. Last time we finished Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts, so tonight I'm going to continue perhaps the next part of the main quest, as long as there's no other stuff happening, like, I don't know, any side quests or stuff that needs to be done after the war table. Right, let's get right into it.
You seem to enjoy yourself at the Winter Palace, Leliana. Or was that part of the game?
Perhaps it was both.
Okay. Apparently, we need to start speaking to everyone now. Oh, oh my God, 14 hours? At the end of the stream. Annexing Kirkwall. Who's the best for this one?
I have requests for information on your lineage from a
I'll give
few
it to Josephine.
interested parties at the Winter Palace.
Andraste preserve me. Feel free to use those requests as kindling.
No, I shall take them. I want to know who pines for our commander. We can use this to our advantage.
I'm not bait.
Hush. Just look pretty.
Wait, only Leliana can do this one. It's gonna take forever. This one is Josephine. This is Leliana. So these two are going to be at the end of the stream for tomorrow. The reparations, anyone is fine. I've only got Callum available. So these two for later, which means that now I have Leliana left. Capitalize an alliance. Sure, let's give it to Leliana. 2.5 hours. Anything shorter? Alliance is the old guard. Anyone is fine, and it's fine.
Inquisitor.
118. Okay, everyone is on missions. Let's talk to everyone now that we finished with the Winter Palace. We had lots of conversations to go through, too many missions.
How bracing exciting to be in the thick of the game again. The last time I was at Alam Shiral was Countess Letienne's wedding. There were a dozen affairs, 5 secret alliances, and a duel between 2 chevaliers over the vintage of an Antivan port. But until the Duchess was en masse, I've never seen the Winter Palace in shock.
No one can say the evening wasn't memorable.
They've already begun composing songs about it in Val Royal, no doubt. The game's become increasingly insular in the past few years. Corypheus skillfully took advantage. It's disturbing so few people in the Orlesian court were aware of the Duchess's machinations.
The Empress realized...
She's always in danger. Those loyal to... But let's not lose sight of victory. Your actions at the ball have secured us allies and favors alike.
Insular cliques, snide half-truths. Everyone's sizing. They reminded me of home.
I completely understand the... Let's hope the next ball either of our families holds is quiet. I was hoping you'd be by. We've received letters from Archon Redanus of Tevinter and King Marcus of Nevada. For both monarchs to come to us is nearly unheard of.
Then the Inquisition's deeds have won.
They'd never had contact. Archon Redanus requests that the Inquisition, as a neutral party, destroy a venatory cult on the Nevaran Tevinter. King Marcus asks the same, but demands we pledge allegiance to Nevada instead of Tevinter.
What course of action would you...
Strained as their relationship with Orlais is, their friendship is difficult to win, and Marcus is a fading power. Tevinter is the
What sort of man?
At this point, elderly. Still, he is a Pentagast. Their dynasty is exceptionally strong in Nevada. With all respect to Sikar Pentagast, her interest in politics is best described as...
Why is the ruler of Tevinter?
He has little reason to love them. Archon Redanus has rightly identified Corypheus. Few monarchs relish a self-styled god showing up to claim their throne.
Tell me about Redanus.
Like most Tevinter rulers, he's heir to an ancient bloodline, political... Rumor also claims he has an incredibly soft spot for cats.
I actually have relatives in Navarra. If you reason with the Archon, Trevelyan's can persuade King Marcus we should help both countries.
Letting the Inquisition curry favor with... Yes?
What do the people...
There's scarcely a noble house that hasn't openly pledged its support to us.
So,
Please show no... His lordship spent a half a year. His wife informs me the band...
okay. No. Dagana?
Heard you learn. Thank you for your investment in my investigations, Inquisitor. I've learned something, I think. I don't know. I got a scraping that was cleaned off. I said we...
Answers?
Miriam and the Fade linked. But dwarves and Tranquil, not linked. There's something there. I was face deep... And I thought all the thoughts.
You felt...
Like mountain tall. You know what I remembered? Watching a shape. Isn't that weird? Maybe there were fumes.
What do you mean when you say...
I don't know. As if...
Your thoughts?
No, my thought was all of our thoughts. Maybe that's what the stone feels like. Or we think it feels like. If we think...
So, Tranquil and dwarves are linked...
Like the lyrium needs to flow. But if you're part of it, it takes... That makes me sad. I'm not sure why. But maybe we're the ones who make it... You know what's frustrating? Answers that aren't answered.
Keep in...
I tried to make it happen again. I'll keep... Something strange for you, Inquisitor. You're used to that by now, right?
Okay. For Market
Sir,
operation.
what can I get you?
Nothing.
I'll be back.
There we go.
My dear, I'm afraid I must ask you for help. There is an alchemical formula that I must complete, but the heart of a... I had arranged to obtain one, but the chevaliers working with me were killed in the Civil War.
If I'm going to hunt down a snowy wyvern,
They're quite rare and exceedingly dangerous. Ordinary hunters would not make the... You, my dear, would certainly be an equal to this monster.
I didn't know you were an alchemist, Vivienne.
It is a special request from a member of the Council of... The matter is private. That is all there is to say.
You want me to risk my life?
My dear, it is hardly proper for me to I would do no less for you, after all.
I'm not a hunter.
This beast is not hunted for sport. In the past, chevaliers have been dispatched. Since my chevaliers have fallen to political conflict, I find myself in need of someone with a...
I'll do what I...
Thank you, my dear. I shall give the location of its lair to Cullen. Remember, I eagerly await...
Exalted Plains. Okay, we got her mission finally.
I can't make heads or tails of this. Age regression. Who is this potion for?
Aha. Where even am I?
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace. Saving the day, reconciling lovers, mediating a civil war so sugary it's nauseating. All this dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
Happy to oblige. A taste of home, just for you.
Not just for me. Fun for the whole family.
Perhaps I should have invited some.
We were there. That's what counts. I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair. It's fascinating.
I should go.
What's on your mind?
Okay. Yes.
So it's true. Some look to Cassandra or even me as Justinia's successor. Of course, with the other candidates out of the picture...
He's becoming divine.
When Justinia was alive, things have changed. Restoring the Chantry will be like trying to steer a sinking vessel through a storm.
If the Chantry is a sinking...
You may not think much of the Chantry. You think Thedas hates mages now? Look at all that's happened. Without the Chantry to guide, that hatred will spiral out of control.
It was the Chantry that taught people.
If the Chantry led them to this place, the people are sheep. But this is a discussion for later. Tifka. A message from Divine Justinia.
Come on. I'm not.
That's a shock. You're all...
Thank you for the concerning. This message was written months. I've heard of such contingents. I'm to go to Valence, a small village on the waking sea.
Do you know what you're looking...
The Divine was a powerful woman. Whatever she hid in Valence would very likely benefit the Inquisition. If I'm lucky, she will have instructions for me.
Why hide things in...
Justinia was revered mother. It is a place that holds great meaning for her.
I'll help in...
Wonderful. One more thing. If what is hidden in... I shall meet you at the Chantry in Valence. I didn't get the chance after that terrible journey through the Fade. It must feel...
I'm thank...
And you've done it twice now. Shall I count you...
You seem to know...
I have made friends. And on occasion enemies.
What do you know of more...
She's changed. She used to be so... disagree. Now the sharp edges have worn away. He seems so normal. Like, not that I was expecting anything else.
We can continue.
You know what... At your service, my lord.
I'll leave.
Okay. Superhero landing.
There are spirits. After our time in Halam Shirao, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed courting.
I'm pleased.
Political gambits, broken prom, and motivation is where in any event, Celine should now be a steadfast ally. And Briala as well, thanks to your efforts on her behalf.
I hope Briala is able to...
How would helping Briala help? Oh, you mean elves? I'm sorry, I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
Who do you have much in common with? Who are your people?
A good question. I joined the Inquisition to save the world. Regardless of who my people are, this was the best way to help them. As for the elves of Orlais, I believe Briala is doing quite well on their behalf. She is an admirable woman.
She's done good work. Hope...
Yes. However much I identify, or fail to identify, with... She organized resistance against a powerful enemy. That demands respect. And only see a pair...
Cool.
Good afternoon.
I'd be interested in hearing your opinion.
Perhaps you could ask Sera. She has... opinions.
If I wanted Sera's...
And learning some colorful new idioms. What do you wish to know?
Is elven magic different from the...
No and yes. Magic. Dalish magic is more practical, not needing chantry approval. Much of it is more subtle. A legacy from when elves were immortal.
The legends of elven immortality.
No. It was simply part of being elven. The subtle beauty of their magic was the effect. Some spells took years to cast. Echoes would linger for centuries. It must have been beautiful.
You said that the censure against...
I did. It's fortunate Cassandra is not within earshot. Most modern cultures forbid blood magic. Publicly, even divinity. But as I said, magic is magic. It matters only in how it is used.
To be honest, I don't see it as different from any other magic.
Indeed. The problem, while in Tevinter, magisters compete with each other. Instead of keeping their... They always succeed through power. So they have never had the chance to learn another way.
I'd like to know more about the...
The Dalish strive to remember Halam Shiral. But Halam Shiral was...
Arlathan.
Elvanan was the empire. And Arlathan its greatest city. Place of magic and beauty. Lost.
You've studied ancient elves.
We hear stories of them living in trees, and imagine wooden ramps, or imagine instead spires of crystal twining through the branches. Imagine beings who lived forever, for whom magic was as natural as breathing. That is what was lost.
I'd like to know more about Dalish elves.
It is a mistake to think of the Dalish as a single group. They have lived as separate clans for centuries now. As a consequence, each clan has learned, some trade freely with humans, or adopt city elves who flee the alienages.
What can you tell me about elves living in...
The culture in alienages or among the slaves of Tevinter is like any of the impoverished and powerless. They cling to memories of a better past and practice a few rituals to distinguish themselves from humans. Goodbye. My friend, he is lost. He will need to demonstrate that no one in this... Goodbye.
Okay, we got this.
I need to have a few words with my publisher. The first one will be you, and the second one will be Bastard. They've claimed for years my crime serials don't sell in Orlais. So why is the Council of Heralds asking me for autographs? Sorry, distracted. Anyway, you need something?
Can I ask?
You want to talk about me? I'm...
Okay, he's got nothing. Callum. I hope Blackwall is close to his quest as well. I want to be done with everyone's companion quest.
I'd be perfectly happy never again setting foot in the winter. It wasn't the gossip and backstabbing, I know what the game entails, but the indifference to it all.
I didn't care for it myself.
I shouldn't be surprised. Their politics are less The Empress rules a country. The Divine influences half a continent.
Is there...
Sera brought me a piece of cake.
Why are you telling...
Because it was either an act of kindness or a trap. I was hoping you knew which. I'm sure...
Oh, oh. Yes.
Want a drink? I've a hankering for company. When I was a boy, there were these urchins who roamed the streets near my father's house. One day, they found a dog. A wretched little thing. It came to them for food. They caught it, tied a rope around its neck, and strung it up. Do you know what I did?
You stopped them? Cut the dog down?
I did nothing. Not a damn thing. It was crying. I saw the kicking legs, the neck straining and twisting. And I turned around, went inside, and closed it. I could have told my father, or alerted. I just pretended it wasn't happening.
You said you were just a boy.
I was old enough to know the dog was suffering and that it... I may as well have tied the... We could make the world better. It's just easy.
Nothing worth doing.
Look at you. You would have done the right thing. We're lucky there are people like you. There's always some dog out there.
Oh. New quest, sure.
You know I've got no problem with Orlais. At least under the Qun, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country goes to crap.
I hate...
You've got a crappy... Pleasure as always, boss.
Cool. Sera.
Right. That why.
Watch her door close.
One for the Empress, for Gaspar, Brianna, the Duchess, and Caritas. Right in the dangle bag.
Well, remind me to stay on your good side.
Don't worry, you're sparkling compared to that lot. A cook here, a footman there. What's it matter, right, so long as there's a butt for the throne? A pretty one, sure,
But how many lives are worth one Empress's arse? Ugh, that place. Should have just thrown in some bees and slammed the doors.
I don't know. Want to stop a party, I think you go earwigs.
I hate those things, with their little pinchy butts. Josephine should add that to her paper threats. You know the real lesson from all this? Never sleep with an Empress. We patched their spat, Briala and the Selene, but without their breakup, none of it would have happened like that.
That was a mistake on their part. It made everything worse.
Wrong way around, Inquisitor. It started worse. Lots of people died before there was a hole in the sky. That's who you're saving. If you get a chance, maybe remind them not to be idiots. Hey you have time? It's not a question, let's go. I've got something I want to do for you. Just come. You won't need your gear and stuff.
Sera, explain.
Ah, just come on, will you? I haven't wanted to do this with anyone for a long time.
We're eating on a roof.
They're horrible, right? And raisins, ugh. I friggin' still hate cookies.
You know, this is about as far from what I expected as we could get.
I got caught stealing when I was little, yeah? You get alienage or worse for that, but the Lady Emerald took me in. She was sick and couldn't have children. I had no parents. It worked out. Anyway, she gets a year sicker, so I ask her about cookies. Because mums make cookies. I can pass that down or something. Turns out, she couldn't cook. She missed that talk with her mum. The ones she made, she bought and pretended. Ah, right. Well, no, she was a bitch. She hid buying them by keeping me away from the baker. She did that by lying that he didn't like me, didn't like elves. She let me hate so she could protect her pride. I hated him so much, and I hated... Well, she died. And I hate pride. Pride cookies. But this Inquisition thing is working out, so I figured I could make some Inquisition cookies? Because then I could like them again. Oh, it's stupid.
I don't understand. This Lady Emerald was just trying to be good to you.
She hurt people.
It was just cookies.
It was not just cookies. Lie to herself, fair play, only hurts her. But she made me think there was something wrong with me. And the baker? I made his life shit. Why not? It seemed like he deserved it. I mean, if you don't give a child a cookie because of appearances, you're a monster. Stupid pride whore noble. I know, I said it was stupid. That's why I want to get rid of it. I want to make better cookies.
You know what? That would be great.
See, I knew. Wait, really? Because it seemed friggin' daft every step to me. Suppose it's not really about them. I hate learning lessons. Makes my stomach hurt. Anyway, I'll throw this rubbish away. Next time will be better, yeah?
Sera, anytime. Can we get off the roof now?
Oh, yes, please. Smells like bird and dank. This part, not a good idea. Thanks, yeah. Feels good, this.
You've been skittish for days. What's up your crawl?
Of course.
Wait, what? It's nothing. It's just...
Sitting and waiting. Great, yeah?
I'd like to know more about you, now that you're comfortable.
Suppose. It's embarrassing enough now, may as well.
Anything more to say about where you came from? Aside from...
Denerim, mostly. Before running into another Jenny. I think some of them were a lot more serious about being serious. I suppose they were like family. But They didn't give two squirts about who or what you were. It was all what you did.
So is that who showed you how to fight?
Nobody gave me anything, and maybe some lessons to start, but mostly just the chance. I took that and ran
So where are the rest of them?
all over. Or some get rich and stop playing so they can do good things with it. Eventually, someone asks for a favor against them. So don't get like that, you hear?
Denerim is a long way from Orlais.
By Stinky Horse?
Sera.
Denerim wasn't much fun after the Blight. Everyone... But Val Royeaux? That's a fat city full of fat heads. You saw it. Orlais is rich and stupid.
Do you remember your actual family?
Well, there is the amulet I had as an No, still no parents. I remember an alienage with arseholes, and hating that stupid tree. Of all the things to pray at, they could at least pick one with apples.
It's nice.
Don't you go blabbing around, yeah? Because I'll have a big, trusting foot up your pucker.
I think that after our rooftop.
Well, don't. How about we dig into what you are? Or what you're supposed to be? Are you the humanist human? Can someone point and say, because I'm just me, and I couldn't give a fig. All right.
Didn't mean to poke at a sore spot.
Well, good then. You do this with everyone. Because I hope I'm not the only one that squirms like this. Feels weird.
We'll talk later.
If you say. Back, yeah? Always good.
I'd like to know more about...
Suppose. It's embarrassing enough now, may as well. This is your idea of dropping. Back, yeah? Always good. We should drop something.
I'll keep an eye out. Thank you.
Yes.
Love seeing you, yeah?
So, does anything change?
We should drop some.
No, same thing. We're done with Sera for now. Cole, we've done his quest already, but he might have something to say after the Winter Palace.
I didn't understand the Grand Ball. It would have been easier if they said what they wanted.
Look who's talking.
What did you think of the...
What mask?
The masks?
Those weren't their faces.
I'll talk to you...
Yes. She's still behind the curtains in the reading room. What? Yeah.
Okay, sure, whatever. So, Iron Bull, Sera, Callan, Leliana, Solas, and Dorian, Varric and Vivienne, Josephine. I'll go back to Morrigan after I am done with Cassandra and this, which is probably what's his face, Blackwall's mission finally starting. Cassandra. So, oh, that's a Chevalier.
Will you not consider it, Lady Cassandra? The clerics are still sequestered.
And you think I've heard enough for one day.
Talk to her.
Is there a problem?
Mother Giselle is kind, and I assume you've heard that Leliana... Because of what happened at Halam Shiral, of course. So now the Chantry bandies our names about without even asking us first.
How can you and Leliana be...
It's not without precedent. Leliana and I were, at least, part of the Chantry hierarchy. It would be accepted.
If they'll pick non-priests...
Because you're a man. If they name you a candidate. Truly, though, I imagine a weight such as yours would break the sunbed. I just don't know why they believe Leliana or I would be any better.
If you don't want it, then...
Surely it was never meant. The Chantry, the Circle of Magi, the Templars. The Chantry should provide faith, hope. Instead, it cannot veer from...
I'm surprised to hear you.
Oh? Am I not the same woman in all my years as a seeker? But now my faith demands something else. That I see with better eyes.
Many extraordinary things.
I'm not so certain. Did you know Varric is a... Oh, he blasphemes with every second breath. But he would never step foot in a chantry. It should be the first place to... It needs to change. Perhaps I must be the one to change it.
You're not the only candidate.
Leliana says she wishes to follow Justinia's legacy. Justinia knew her fellow clerics and the people would only... Leliana would cast it all aside and start over, I think. And that would...
What would you change?
The Circle of Magi has its place, but it needs reform. Let the mages go. Let the Templars stand not as the jade. We must be vigilant. That is what I would change.
Your determination is...
Some men would call...
I'm not those...
Truer words have...
Who's using flattery?
No.
So this is your...
I've agreed to not...
And if the chantry...
Then I will do whatever I suppose I should not be so... For now, restoring...
Cool.
It's always wonderful to speak with you.
So, you're...
So I am in...
Is that something...
Why should what I want matter?
Why shouldn't it matter?
It is very simple. I have never believed in asking another to... So I look upon this as an opportunity. I owe it to myself and all of Thedas to seek...
There are other ways you could...
Perhaps. I may not have a choice in the matter if the Chantry clerics pick another.
Do you...
That's hardly surprising. Tevinter power is... Whatever advantage he hopes to gain, we need to stop him at once.
That's enough.
We shall...
Okay. I am not promoting her or Vivienne. I only want Leliana as a divine. Oop.
We are honored to serve.
Oh, I saw no change in the Inquisition meter.
Oh, my maker, you cannot imagine how many... Fortunately, you tied twice as many threads as cut. Although it is yet...
There are problems...
There are always... Although, if a few... I couldn't suggest how. That is better decided at your...
How's it?
With Sky... I think I like this job.
As you were.
We are... Your worship. We... Thank you.
What? Wait a minute. Blackwall? I thought she'd be there. Oh!
There must be something here.
Hey.
The spy master has confirmed it. Blackwall is gone.
Go on. Leliana knows where...
She doesn't know everything. Sister Leliana had us search the Warden's quarters. It was missing from... I don't know what Blackwall's interest in this particular matter.
I see. 50. The hell? Oh, I still have the formal. Okay. 7 minutes. Too many. A gift from the Imperial Palace, you say? Josephine only. Ah, whatever, just do it.
At your service.
Cool. Wait, in here. This is all blocked, so it should be through this camp. That's probably the fastest way. She doesn't need to help. Oh, he changed. Okay, he's no longer. You piece of shit.
This might interest you, sir.
No.
I don't have time.
I'm done with their positions. They offer me nothing. So Cassandra starts with full guard. That is interesting. No, that's a regular. You're good. Oh, no, no, I don't want to give her a regular, a common Wyvern heart. I'ma find the correct one. Aha! There you go. First mission. Right. Cool.
It's just as I remember it.
You didn't tell me you'd been here before.
After the Blight ended, I came here to see Justinia. She was just Dorothea then, a revered mother.
It's peaceful here. You must have good memories of this place.
It was a place of comfort. It is good to see it still untouched by Corypheus.
Leliana, is that you?
Sister Natalie, what are you doing here? I thought you were in Val Rayo.
No, I've been here since Justinia died. This place makes me feel like she's still with us.
Inquisitor, this is Natalie, a trusted friend.
Wait, Inquisitor? You brought the Inquisitor here?
You seem nervous.
My lord, forgive me for not recognizing you earlier.
I wish more people would fail to recognize me.
Oh, I see.
Natalie, listen. There is something hidden here.
Oh, really? What is it?
I don't know, but we'll... Justinia's letter came with instructions for me. They were a little cryptic. Always remember that... That light has no fear of darkness. That strength lives in an open heart. Think verses for the benedictions every Friday. That canticle was Justinia's favorite.
traditions of our most beloved divine.
That is lovely to hear.
You're on the way.
I stare up at the breach sometimes. It's terrifying, but beautiful in its way.
It is beautiful.
Have you seen it by sunrise?
When the sun rises through it, through what looks like 1,000 suns, like a broken mirror.
Yes, spectacular, isn't it?
Oh.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Leliana, stop! What are you doing?
I'm protecting us. They never sing the benedictions here on Fridays, Natalie. Something so simple. And you got it so wrong. I wanted to believe, but you were lying from the start. Keep that pretty mouth shut if you must, dear. You've already told me everything I need to know. The prickleweed burrs on your hem, talking about the sun rising through the breach. It all points to a single place. Morel in the Dales, Grand Cleric Victoire's bastion. She sent you, didn't she? Victoire was always an opportunist.
Who is this Grand Cleric? I've never heard of her.
An experienced cleric. She never agreed with Justinia, but kept her ideas to herself. I suppose now, with Justinia dead, she thought she could make her move.
I want to know what this Grand Cleric planned here.
She sent Natalie here to see what Justinia was hiding, no?
The Inquisition has turned Thedas away from the true Chantry. It must be stopped.
Stop us? You must be joking.
Mother Victoire is well loved by many. The Inquisition has more enemies than you know.
And Victoire thinks she can ally with them.
We don't have to be at odds, Natalie. You could come with us. Join the Inquisition.
I was called to serve the Grand Cleric. I will not betray her. Kill me then. I am not afraid to die for my beliefs. At least I still know what I believe.
Release her, Leliana. She's no threat.
The Grand Cleric?
She is one woman. We are the Inquisition.
The Inquisitor has spoken. Run. Tell your mistress that she has a choice. The Inquisition is coming. No! This can't be it. There's nothing here.
It's not what you expected. That doesn't mean it's nothing.
There's a message carved in the lid. The left hand should lay down her burden. She's releasing me. The divine has a long reach, but it is always her left hand that stretches out. 1,000 lies, 1,000 deaths. Her commands, but my conscience that bore the consequences.
She apologized in the Fade. She said she failed you. This is what you meant.
All this time, Justinia carried the fear that she was using me. But Marjolaine's games were trifles. Justinia gambled with the fate of nations. She needed me. No one else could have done what I did. She knows that.
Then you have to let it go. Let her go.
If it were not for you, I would have killed... Thank you for showing me what was right when I couldn't see it for myself. There are things that must be said.
Cool.
Cyril Mornay, for your crimes against the Empire of Orlais. For the murders of General Vincent Callier, Lady Laurette Callier, their 4 children, and their retainers. You are sentenced to be hanged from the neck until dead. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
Defense.
Very well.
Well, this is grim.
Proceed.
Stop!
A Grey Warden.
This man is innocent of the crimes laid before him. Orders were given, and he followed them like any good soldier. He should not die for that mistake.
Then find me the man who gave the order.
Oh, shit.
Blackwall! No, I am not Blackwall. I never was Blackwall. Warden Blackwall is dead, and has been for years. I assumed his name to hide like a coward from who I really am.
You, after all this time.
It's over. I'm done hiding. I gave the order. The crime is mine. I am Thom Rainier.
Mages are back in line, and the Templars are mad as rabbits?
The Free Mage Alliance of sorts. No circles. Bold move, and needed if what I hear is true about this Elder One.
Can you believe it? Thom Rainier.
You must know something about Rainier.
I know what everyone knows. He'll hang for the massacre of a noble and his family.
Where did they take?
In the jail of the marketplace. It's a damned mess, but believe you me, it'll be sorted out quick. Yes.
The Winter Palace assaulted. Duchess Florian disgraced.
A shock, I agree.
You have, of course, notified the stakeholders.
They are expecting.
When it all cleared, she was still in charge. So what was the point?
You would not believe the number of alliances.
I didn't take Blackwall's life. I traded his death. He wanted me for the Wardens, but there was an ambush. Darkspawn. He was killed. I took his name to stop the world from losing a good man. But a good man, the man he was, wouldn't have let another die in his place.
Was the bailiff telling the truth? Did you really do those things?
Yes, I did. It's all true. It's time we all took a good look at who I really am. Don't you understand? I gave the order to kill Lord Callier, his entourage, and I lied to my men about what they were doing. When it came to light, I ran. Those men, my men, paid for my treason, while I was pretending to be a better man. This is what I am. A murderer, a traitor, a monster.
Monster? You flatter yourself. Look at you. You're nothing.
Yes?
I need to know the details.
I betrayed the Empire and assassinated. The man was General Vincent Callier. Sir Robert believed that Grand Duke Gaspard was the... He thought that by eliminating one of Celine... I can't say if Robert's plan would have worked. By the time Sir Robert's involved... Of course the Grand Duke disavowed any... Robert killed himself. Poison in his wine.
You got your men to help?
They didn't know who they... I told them it was an important mission. They trusted me without question. Just as your men trust you.
Our men follow me because they believe our cause is righteous.
They believe it because that's what you tell them.
My reports say that Callier was with his family. Who had them all slaughtered.
I didn't know Callier would be traveling with his family. I assumed only soldiers, armed guards. My men have been told to eliminate everyone. They'd seen war. They thought they were defending their country. No one likes to think about that. But it's names that carry power in this world. Bloodlines. Yes. No matter how leaders like Celine or Gaspard pretend the game is played, that's how real war is waged.
That shouldn't be how wars are fought. There's no need.
War is unfair, and the sky is blue. But you're right. There was no need for what I did.
There's another thing I'm still wondering.
Yes?
I need to know about Blackwall. The real Blackwall.
We met in a tavern when I was on the run. I was nothing. A waste of life. But he wanted to recruit me. We headed to Valchavan for the joining. But Blackwall insisted on making a stop along the way. An old ruin from one of the previous blights. He said it led to the deep roads. I was to go down alone, find a dark spawn, and fill a vial with its blood. When I returned, I found the warden ambushed by more of the creatures. He took a blow for me. He shouldn't have died. It should have been me.
It was a heroic act.
I wasn't worthy. But without Blackwall, I couldn't go to the war. So, Rainier died.
Who were you?
I was a captain in the Orlesian army. One mistake. One mistake and...
The man on the gallows.
My second in command. He was a good man. When I heard he'd been caught, couldn't let another die for my mistake.
That's all.
Alright.
I have Leliana's report on Thom Rainier.
Give me...
Looks like our friend was once a respect... Before the Civil War, he was turned. He led a group of fiercely loyal men on. His men took the fall for him. A few lucky ones, like Mornay, managed to escape.
This is helpful.
Don't blame. We all made. Blackwall. Rainier has. If he's released to us, you may pass judgment on him yourself.
If it were up to you, what would happen?
What he did to the men under his command was unacceptable. He betrayed their trust, betrayed ours. I despise him for it. And yet he fought as a warden, joined the Inquisition, gave his blood. And the moment he shakes off his past, he turns around and owns up to it. Why?
He wanted to change.
Saving Mornay the way he did took courage. But I can't tell you what to do.
Rainier...
We must move quick.
Wait. Perfect. Does Skyhold have anything more to say?
It's best I don't train with the troops.
Good.
Inquisitor?
Okay, no.
That's all for now.
Should you require anything?
That's still 2 hours away. This is 13 minutes, though I think...
It was interesting to see how much has changed in Halam Shiral. And so little.
Madame Méprise is a fixture. The sun will grow cold
Yeah,
before
that's the
she
one I
retires.
want. Oh! Look at that. A new location. New area. I don't know where that is. So I've got Cullen available. Wait. I must cruise across the sea, perhaps.
Are the soldiers ready?
As ready as they can be. We're asking a lot of them.
Is Cullen good for this one? I see lots of hours here. Too many hours. And it's Leliana who's better for this one. Watcher in the wings. Damn, that's a lot of hours. Nope. The College of Magi. Have I checked this already? It reminds me of something. Yeah, loads of hours. That's it. Evading the crows. Still lots of hours. What's happening? Do I have anything that takes less time? With Cullen? No, absolutely not. Still too much time. What? There we go. That's Cullen.
Inquisitor.
10 minutes. I'll go and talk to Leliana and who else? Vivienne. Leliana and Vivienne to finish their missions. And when those 10 minutes are done, wait, do you have any comments about Blackwall?
Yes.
Nope. Alright. Vivienne.
She's one I would offer no coffee. We nearly
Nope.
lost the cream of our leadership.
Not a lot to say for her, although those Ponces don't seem all that different.
The view from below, all petticoats and oppression.
You hear me complain about petticoats?
What can I do for you, my dear? Is it too much to hope that you've brought me the heart of the snowy Wyvern?
I've brought...
Inquisitor, you... Please accept this as... You have been a dear friend and... This should only take a moment, Inquisitor. I'm here, my darling.
Vivienne,
Yes, darling.
it's going to be all right, my love.
My darling? Bastien?
Vivienne, I'm sorry.
There's nothing here now.
Inquisitor?
Bastien is dead. I can hardly believe. It was the Winter Send Ball. My first visit to the Imperium. I was in awe of everyone and everything. Bastien spent the entire ball at my side. The Dowager tried to have him killed for slighting her, but he didn't care.
Obviously, he was smitten.
He was a dashing rogue, and any defects he might have had were made up for with rank. It was... Now he's gone. I must write to his son Laurent, and his sister will make a terrible... And I'll need to arrange for the chantry services. Maker only knows how long that will take.
If I can help you.
No, my dear. Excuse me. My dear, did you need me for something?
I'd like to know more.
Whatever would you like to know?
Why don't you tell me?
Bastien was. He could charm a bird. I remember once, he broke up... Oh, Bastien. My dear, did you need me for something?
Okay. We got her. Time for Leliana.
Inquisitor.
Grand Cleric Victoire has offered the ambassador support for the Inquisition.
Ah, Natalie is as persuasive as ever.
I'm told that Ambassador Montillier is pleased with the restraint you showed in
She's positively beside herself. I will never hear the end of it. Niceness before knives, Leliana. Haven't I always told you?
Will that be all, my lady?
For now.
I love making new friends, don't you?
It was a gamble, Inquisitor, but it paid off. If you hadn't been with me at Valence, I would have killed Natalie. I'd have told you that I didn't have a choice. I am more than this. I am more than what Justinia made me.
What does this mean for my Inquisition?
Of course. I would not... I just know now that I shouldn't ignore my heart. Mercy's...
Do you resent Justinia?
How can I when there is so much between us? No, I believe her intentions were pure. Most intentions are.
You've exceeded her. She could never...
And now I will know how to use... I have to stay true to who I really am. I almost...
Nice.
I'm listening.
Anything
Celine has cemented power. At the moment, she's said to be... Once that is done, we will have a
I'll leave.
Sure. You're fine. So is it just Blackwall now? Yep. This way. $240, 24, and 146. So 240. Yeah. Yeah, there's no point in going anywhere. I'll just wait here for 2 minutes. Nice. Almost there. Oh, where is it?
Let's
2
see what we
minutes
have.
16, really? Yes, still 22 minutes. Okay, fine. Fine, 2 minutes. Okay, so since this is done, truth or dare, the end game. Hell is that? No, it takes too long. Negotiate a deal for weapons plant. Also too long. What the hell is happening? That's for the end of the stream. Oh, oh, come on. It was busy. I didn't even notice. Sure, right. Don't we have something that doesn't take that long? You know what? I'm done. Yeah, 10 hours. Go ahead.
Let's see what we have.
Make contact. You, 17 minutes. And you, 1.5 hours. Yeah, sure. Let's go Judge Rainier-Blackwall, whatever.
For judgment this day, Inquisitor, I must present Captain Thom Rainier, formerly known to us as Warden Blackwall. His crimes... well, you are aware of his crimes. The decision of what to do with him is yours.
I didn't think this would be easy, but it's harder than I thought.
Another thing to regret. Using your ties to the underworld to free me. You're a criminal, same as me. The world will learn how you've used your influence. They'll know the Inquisition is corrupt.
I wish there'd been another way, but my options were limited.
You could have left me there. I accepted my punishment. I was ready for all this to end. Why would you stop it? What becomes of me now?
You have your freedom.
It cannot be as simple as that.
It isn't. You're free to atone as the man you are, not the traitor you thought you were, or the warden you pretended to be.
The man I am. I barely know him. But I have a lot to make up for. If my future is mine, then I pledge it to the Inquisition. My sword is yours. If I'd said anything less, would an arrow from the rookery have snuffed me like a candle?
Take your post, Thom Rainier.
Okay. Perhaps everyone has comments about him now. Oh. Okay.
A pleasure. There's scarcely a noble house...
Okay, you've got nothing. I thought she would have a comment or something. Blackwall. Yeah, right.
Inquisitor?
How shall I refer to you? Rainier or...
I've gotten used to Blackwall. Perhaps we could treat it as less of... almost like Inquisitor. Reminds me of what I ought to be.
Everyone needs something.
Exactly. I'm glad you understand.
Is there anything you actually know about the Wardens?
I made very little up. I also feared you knew it. Warden Blackwall told me a bit, but it is a secretive order. Not even the most senior Wardens know all there is to know.
Now we know why you were never worried about...
Yes. I have none of the Warden's abilities. Still, I would have fought through the darkest pits of the deep roads like... There's more to it than being able to sense darkspawn. Warden Black...
The Wardens at Adamant listen to you.
Perhaps it takes an outsider to... I never understood the reality of being... I suppose I reminded them of something they'd forgotten.
You have a lot of respect.
They take all men. I needed to believe something like that was possible.
Why did Blackwall?
You never told me. That night, I told some village militia a painful lesson. Didn't know I had an audience.
I can see why the war...
You're assuming. Told the girl to keep the wine coming. She couldn't. Something had to be done. The war in Olay has claimed too many lives.
What do you think of...
I just know that you can shake this world to its foundations if you willed it.
Okay. So he is done.
The sight of you warms the heart.
Do you...
We must keep an eye on the College of Clerics.
Okay. So we have talked to everyone, including Vivienne. I don't see... Huh? Okay. So that's what I opened earlier. Interesting. Oh, they're finally... Right, that's where they wouldn't allow us to go in. I remember it. Look at that. Acting like a warden. And he didn't look that old when we saw him. Anyone else changed? Not really. Oh,
Maker have mercy.
so that's why.
It's Taven's party.
Most were unarmed. They didn't stand a chance.
There should be Inquisition soldiers here.
Okay.
These are our men.
Yeah.
Fanatics. They are blind to the truth of what they serve.
Venatorio.
Make it take you!
Corypheus' men had part of a seal. Do they even know what it opens?
I doubt they care, so long as they acquire it first.
circle.
A friend of mine once told me about the Emerald Knights. Apparently they had fierce eyes and great pointy swords. She lacked a flair for dramatic description.
Who died? Cassandra? What? Okay. Yeah, I know how it works.
There must be something here.
Must have been an especially long mission for Calvin. So everything should be downstairs. Okay. Ah.
This is it. Whatever Taven hoped to find, it's here.
the Revenant. Okay. Cool. I see this, but is there anything downstairs? No, 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 no. Out. Okay. There's nothing downstairs. Broken just in case you fall down. That's what these ladders are for.
It's an account of Red Crossing. When the elves attacked that town, it prompted the Exalted March of the Dales. Taven would want the Dalish to have this.
The Chantry would no doubt be interested in the account as well.
Interesting. Give me 1 second. I'm ordering food. Right. Oh my god, you're not gonna let me exit. So I have to go all the way. No. Yeah, I think it's here. Yep.
More fellow countrymen. We should say hello.
We've killed
These are our
everyone.
men.
Okay, yeah. So, who do I give it to? Who is the best option? I'm going to give it to the Dalish. Right. Yeah, in the Exalted Plains. Yeah.
If I may share something else with you, there are strange glyphs inscribed in stones of this place. Although they are elven in origin, I cannot make out their purpose.
I found something about Red Crossing in Dinan.
If you went to the Emerald Graves,
They were killed. I'm sorry.
I am too. Thank you for bringing this to me. It is part of our deed. May your god... It's good to see you again.
Cool. Okay. I see.
Hear what they did with the wall?
That was no warden.
Well, yes, that was the crime.
No, it wasn't. The crime was far worse.
You haven't seen the war
First Enchanter Vivienne wishes to register a complaint about the upholstery in the dining hall. I've already told her we cannot replace it with velvet right now. It is a little worn.
So, what do I have? Interesting. What's the best for Callan? Something that takes loads of hours. That's an option. No. Consequences. No. I'll just make him do this one. It's 6 hours anyway.
Inquisitor.
Which brings us to everyone being busy. Armed invitation, I don't know what that is. 10 hours. Right. Okay. So, I'm going to stop this episode here. It's all been just companion quests today. We didn't move on with the main quest. We'll see how it goes on the next one. Too many war table quests, but we'll do them. Anyway, that's it for tonight's stream. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Have a good night.